Jesus tells Peter, his disciple, right when Jesus is getting arrested, Peter withdraws his sword and cuts off someone named Malchus's ear. And Jesus heals Malchus. He puts his ear back on. What a day that guy had. And he tells Peter, he who lives by the sword dies by the sword. And that is a message coming from the Prince of Peace, one who is about to forfeit his life to redeem the whole world. He's about to be crucified by the state, and then he's going to defeat death. Jesus is the last person that needed to die. He is showing us a new nonviolent way to be redeemed and change the world. He's showing us an alternative kingdom, one that isn't ruled by violence. And for Jesus, the peaceful ends necessitate peaceful means. That means that in peaceful ways, we make peace, not through the sword, not through violence. And this teaching has been explained to the world as true based on the events of the last week. The United States just ended its 20-year occupation in Afghanistan, its longest war. And right when it ended, a group called the Taliban that formerly governed the Afghanistan took it over again. Kabul fell, the capital. The president fled. The project to make Afghanistan a liberal democracy, which is really what they were going for towards the end of the war, not just to root out terrorists after 9/11, but to make it into a democracy, failed. And it failed because war is not a tool to use to make peace, to make freedom. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. You'll get back what you put in. You will reap what you sow. That's what Christianity is about. So how we do things matters as much as what we do and their outcomes. Peaceful means result in peace. Means that come through liberty result in liberty. Freedom comes through Jesus, comes through peace, comes through love. And now the Afghani people are stuck in all sorts of difficult circumstances. Because the peace that they had before wasn't true peace. It was peace that came from a military occupation. Some people are saying we should have stayed there longer. Some people are saying the withdrawal was botched. You can't end a 20-year war. Well, war isn't meant for freedom, to spread liberty, even though the state lied to us about that for 20 years. War is there to wreak havoc, destroy things, kill people, collect profit. Jesus has another way. And my prayer today for those listening is that we can see the futility of war, the futility of violence in the ending of the war in Afghanistan, and then build another path, do something different. I pray that this failure creates another generation of peacemakers. When I first came to Circle of Hope, it was our peace position. It was the fact that we protested these wars. It was right when they were starting that I showed up. And that prophetic witness against war, that stand against war, helped me connect. And my prayer is that as we see the futility of war, you can connect to becoming a peacemaker just like us, to following Jesus just like us, to doing something else, to realize that if you live by the sword, you'll die by the sword. And we're living another way. We're following Jesus, our Prince of Peace, our crucified Savior, one who defeated death and violence by dying, doing something else entirely. So I hope that this encourages you, and I hope this helps you stand firmly to demonstrating and living into the peace of Christ. Thank you very much. Sundays aren't enough. Go to our website, find out more, circleofhope.church, and join us on Sunday, either at our in-person meeting or our at-home meeting.